This is my one that I made right after the holidays, and it still has a winter theme, but it's a little bit different. Has the same marbled paper, this beautiful yellow with the blue and the green in there, and made a different kind of a label, and it's got the winter underneath, some coffee dyed tracing paper, and these rough edges, still quite grungy, and some threads hanging out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 signatures, can't think, and also the open back, and there's some paper in here. Different kinds of paper, actually. I'm not sure if I can get that out right now. Whoops. There's some more paper in there. Okay. Yeah, there's some folded paper in here. Whoops, now I've lost it. Anyway, there's some paper in there. I guess I should get that out. A few different pages in the back. Just a little hidden. I think there's even more in there, but there's a little pocket that's kind of hidden back there, which I love. The whole concept of that rounded open spine. Love that. Still loving that. And it is a winter journal, and just kind of snowy, but not at all Christmassy or holiday at all. So there's some pockets here that can be filled in. A little card tucked in there, and a snowflake that got a series of snowflakes from an antique shop locally, and some nice sewing. And then this is paper that I use in the oven. I'm blanking out on the name of that for some reason. Anyway, and then some silver wallpaper that I used for the back, and handmade. Thought that was very wintry, and some music paper, and then pattern paper that was sort of wintry. And then I also dried some berries, and those are included in some pages here, some sewing, and some, this is from India, this green. So a variety of papers in this one that I sewed onto. So, and this is some of the leaves from the berries. It was from a tree in a park that I picked and dried over some time. Parchment. And then this is tracing paper, so that's a little different. And then there's some, also this is wrapping paper that I just am in love with, and some vintage ledger. That's from a 1906 ledger that I have. And I sort of did a few different sewing just different sewing, whatever you call it, lines or whatever they are. And some ephemera by Feeling Sentimental. Still loving all that. Lots of different kinds of paper in here. These are all tea stained. I've been tea staining lately instead of coffee staining, and it's just come out so nice. And I do like the coffee staining though, but the tea staining is a little more red. So that's been kind of some other marble. This is the same kind, but sometimes I'll use different marbled papers. I think its signature has like 40 sides, something like that. I'll count them up a little better. And pockets. Just, I did, use a vocabulary of papers in here, so it's sort of similar throughout. just a little more conceptually spread them through. So, but lots of different kinds of papers in here. But I was inspired by this little pattern paper. It was just real cute, and I wanted to do something with that. So adorable. Excuse me. And wanted to do a vintage kind of a feel and a wintry kind of feel, but plenty of room for writing and adding your own to it. And some watercolor paper. And I did use up the rest of this paper that I had, which to me went really well with the pattern paper. And then I had these berries, which were just gorgeous and just a little bit of a variation in a winter theme. So, and then I love this one. Look at that. That is like my favorite. It's just beautiful. I wanted to do some, I don't know, I wanted to do something with all these different things, and putting them together just seemed really nice to me. So that it sort of had a feeling of a variety, but things that kind of work together for winter. And, oops, I don't really want that tucked all the way in. Another little snowflake. And again, there's that silvery wallpaper. And I did really enjoy playing with different thread patterns. I don't know what they're called. I forgot if I ever knew. Well, been enjoying making these. Thanks.